Hello, this is the game between Magnus Carlsen and Belov. Magnus was white here, and let's see first where we should go with our pieces. With this pawn structure, we have open e file, black has open c file. Naturally, that means that we should attack on the king side and black should attack on the queen side. So, first thing what we can notice here that we are already put our knight on e5, which is great because this is something what we can use because of open e file. On the other side, black can't use e4 square to put the knight there because we have one more defender, and that is the rook. Second thing, even if he achieved that, we can play f3 and then he will be forced to back his knight on f6. On the other side, he can't play f6 because of the weakness on e6. So this is why this position is better on the king side for white, and we should focus on that side. Also, I need to tell you that for a successful attack, we need to accomplish three things. First is take the space, and second is build position or concentrate your pieces on the side where you want to play, and then open. We will see that Magnus is doing that. So this is something what I didn't hear from any other player, but of course we are using the same ideas because it's so logical for someone who knows to play chess. So my recommendation for you is just to take a note of that and try to use it in your games, of course, and write me the comment. Tell me your opinion about that. So first move here is knight g6. Why knight g6? First we want to create some weakness in black position. Why? Because now there is a two pawns on 6th rank and we can use that for attack. How? When we start to push our pawns, we can easily exchange those pawns. Why this is important? This is third step. So if you already know for first two steps what you will do, then it's easy for you that you know that in some moment you need to open position if you want to attack. So take the space, build position on the side where you want to play, and then open position. How we can open position? When we exchange the pawns, or maybe we will sacrifice something, but depends on position, of course. But there is two options how you can open position. So it's so important for us to create some weakness in black position, because then we can much easier open position. This is important. So knight f3 now. Why? Because we want to put the knight on e5. Okay, black is doing something what he needs to do on the queen side, but we can move the queen on c2 because we don't want to stay with the queen on the queen side. We are interested to play on the king side, so we need every single piece to be on the king side. Okay, so rook from f to c8, and now one really good move. With queen e2, we are also stopping black to play b5, so we are buying some time for us. And after that, probably one of crucial mistakes in the game. Belov played here knight e7 and he wants to play on the side where we want to play. So this is always good for us because we know that then probably our opponent compare ideas and he saw that or he recognized that we are stronger with our idea, so he will try to consolidate position on that side. But it's not good. Okay, so bishop takes on d6, we exchange it, and then we put the knight on e5. So after knight f5, this is crucial mistake. We can say knight e7 first and then knight f5. We can see that black doesn't understand this position because now we need just to take the space. We are interested here to open position. So how we can open with the pawns or with sacrifice? In this case, we should open with the pawns. For that, we need to push our pawns. So that is why g4 in this moment, we will push our pawns. In some moment, we will play f5. Why? Because we create weakness in starting position with taking the bishop on g6, and we create a weakness. So now it's even easier for us to play f5 and to open position on the king side. How Magnus saw that? It's so deep, but someone who understands this position, he knows what he needs to do. So, and just he needs to follow those three steps for attack. So of course Magnus knew that. Okay, so a6 and after that queen g2. I really like this move because when we put the queen on g2, she's on the same file like black king, and this is the last move before we start with storm. So we create everything what we need for storm. Now it's time for us just to continue with this plan. We want to open position on the king side. So b5 and after that f5, and now practically after that black is forced to exchange and to open position where on the king side, and after that probably we will win the game. So we exchange everything, and after that rook f5. So black doesn't know what else to play, so he continued to play on the queen side, but after rook from e to f1. I really like also this move because the knight can't stay there, and if black moves the knight, then we can simply capture the pawn on f7. So practically he is forced to move the king because the threat here is rook f6. So king f8, but now again one really nice move, and that is rook g5. There is a weakness on g7. So for example, if black moves the knight, then we will capture on f7. If he pushes the pawn, then we can simply capture here, and after we exchange everything, the knight on f6 is exposed to attack. We are threatening rook g8, queen g7, or just to capture the knight. The game is over practically. So black decided just to ignore everything and to play b takes on c3. Of course, Magnus calculated everything, and that is why he didn't capture on c3, he captured here on g7, because he saw that with forcing variation he will win the game. C takes on b2, rook takes on f7, and after queen g6, black resigned, because even if he promotes the queen, we can play one simple move here, and that is double check, because our queen is now hanging. I mean, we don't want to exchange the queens, we are a weaker side now, but with rook f8, we have double check, and whenever king goes on e7 or f8, the same move we will play queen f7 checkmate. So this is how they finished the game. I mean, after queen g6, black resigned, but the game was completely lost for him, so why not? Okay, so what we need to learn from this game: take the space, build position on the side where you want to play, and then open. Thank you if you're enjoying this. See you in the next video. Bye bye.